Hello, hello, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and we are back to work on this little flap that's going to have, originally I said it would have 3 of these, but I have room for 4, so I'm going to make 4. I measured this out. I had 2.5 inches, so I measured every ½ inch. And I've drawn in my, I put in some lines and my base piece and my top piece. So I'm going to cut on those lines or between those lines with my box cutter knife. These are the kind of knives I said cut into the sewing mats and ruin them. So that's why I'm got this special mat down here. So there's our first slit. Let's do our next one. There's a ½ inch mark there. And one right there. They're hard to see on this green paper. Very hard. This is a pretty good way to put in some flips that you'll be able to write on or something like that. There's the second one there and there. Just go slow so you stay along your ruler. There's 3 and 4. There it is. I got it mixed up with a line that's already on the paper. Don't want to do that. Then it would be sadly crooked. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's pick out our papers. Originally I was going to go with this, but then we decided that we would pick some other colors and maybe use this one. So let's put that one there. We talked about this one. And this one and that one. Now those are kind of yellow and this one's kind of green, but I think that would go okay. So let's take this one first. We're going to score it at a ½ inch right here. We're going to actually score each one at a ½ inch. If I can find my scoring board. And you're going to want to score it on the left side. But we're going to flip it over. If you flip it over, it's on the right side. And I'm just going to flip it over so I can put it against this side. Let me fold up my knife. And I'm going to score that at a ½ inch. Whoops. Well, that did not score too well, did it? So there's that one with a double scory. A double score owie. And we want this side to be able to flip this way. So we're going to score on this side. Yes, that's correct. That way the rooster will be the right way, facing the right direction. Boy, it's easy to get out of the lines on this. Look at that. There's that one. Let's do this one. Now this paper does tend to crack when you're putting a hard score into it, like this. We want that to be on the front, so let's flip this over here. 1/2 inch. I'll go slower this time so I don't screw that one up too. Oh, sorry, mess that one up too. Sorry about that. I don't usually say that word, but... And then this one. Flip it this way so you can score it right here. Unless you want this to be your top, then you would score it the other way. But I think I want my rooster there on the top. Score slowly, Ange. Now we may need to adjust these just slightly. Okay, now we have to go back and make our angle cuts, otherwise they are not going to fit in here properly. So just a little snip there, not much, just like that on each one. Okay, let me get rid of these. I'm not saving those. They go to the garbage. Okay, now I think one thing I probably need on here is some tape. So let me grab the tape. Where did I put the tape? Let's see. Okay, sorry about that. Took longer than I wanted. Okay, the tape is going to go on the inside here. Maybe I can find one that's just a little bit thinner. There we go. Use a 1/4 inch instead of a 1/2 inch. Okay, so this is going to go in this way. The tape needs to be on this side so that this continues to flip the correct direction. I hope this is making sense. With these tapes like this, you will still need to use glue with them. Otherwise they will not hold. Easiest way to tear them is like this. They tear perfectly. You'll need to score that down. Not score. Bone fold it down. Make sure it's on there good. There's one. Okay, we want this one on top. Am I doing this right? Underside. Yes. Right in here. We're still going to glue them. It's just that we need to get them in there properly first. Now this one's sticking out there. I want to get rid of that part. Okay. You can use a bone folder. You can use this. Either one. Okay, this goes that way. We need the score tape on this side because remember we want it to flap this direction. I know it looks weird, but it does work this way. I very rarely use tape anymore. I used to use it all the time. And then I discovered that it doesn't stay stuck. So really it's just a kind of a instant way to make a connection. But you put glue with it and it's going to be really strong. Gotta cut this the other direction because that's how I have my angle cut there. If you get close to the line, it's okay. It really won't hurt anything. Put that away. I'm done with the tape. You get these down good and then they come up easier. Okay, I will need this. Okay, so let's start with this one on the end. And let's see, who do we have? Which direction do we want to go? I think we'll start out with this one. Then that gives us a little green. That gives us a little more yellow. So they all look a little bit different, don't they? I think we'll go this way. We have green and green. And then green and yellow and more white. And that separates the roosters. Doesn't it? There's one. Oh yeah, there's the other one. Okay, so this one. Let's start with this one. Let's put it in here and be sure it fits. And then if it does, we'll measure it out. Okay. Now we want that to fit nicely, but don't shove it in so far that it doesn't fold properly. You want a little space there. Okay. So I think that's just about it, but I think I'll give it just a slight trim down here with the box cutter knife. Just a tiny bit. come past that line. So I'll do each of these that way. And I'm landing in the same cut lines that I used before. That should help. Give it just a little more stability and flexibility. Stability, flexibility. Yes, that fits better. Now they can move there a little bit. They aren't going to move. Okay, like I was saying, you're going to leave like a 1/16 of an inch there. You don't want it to get that fold under there. You want this to stay on the bottom. See, I've got that on the bottom of it. Now this is on the top. Okay, I think right about there will do it. Okay, so let me pull this out and get my ink. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's cracking along that edge, so I'm going to go ahead and cover that. And I did decide to go with the brown ink. Oh, I shouldn't do this side. I still have to cut that side off. We'll check it out here in just a second. And I think I'll round the corners. Okay, so this one I'm going to attach first. I want this to line up on that top line. Okay. Hold this very, very carefully. And come back to this side. Now, we still want this to be at kind of an angle there. So that will be on the correct side of that. It'll be on the top of this. Okay. The tape just kind of helps helps hold it and strengthen up the fold and stuff, the crease and okay. The first one is always the hardest one. Okay, before you lay that back down, get all that glue out of there. And it's a little cantankerous, but it will work. Okay, so before we do the rest, let's figure out where this is going to land once our book is closed. Oh, I hope I did it right. They'll go up that way. Looks like it's going to land right on the edge, so I'm going to trim this off about 1/4 of an inch, just in case I'm wrong. Yeah. Okay, so 1/4 inch. We're just going to trim it right off. And so, 1/4 of an inch would be, if you're not sure, just go ahead and look at your spaces here. Find your 1/4 inch. Remember, you've got, this is going to be your half. So you've got your 16ths, then you have your 1/8, 1/4, 1/2. So about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, I found it's very important to hold this piece down. Then it will maintain a straighter cut. Not saving that, although it is very pretty, isn't it? It'd probably be pretty in a... I'm going to 1/2 inch around these. There we go. If you hear whining, that's Ivy. Ivy, come on. Come down with Grandma. She thinks I'm outside, so she's whining at the door. Come on, Miss Ivy. She is such a good dog. Okay. Okay, so this one is not going to give us a problem. This one may be the one that gives us a problem because it's going to be the closest to here. It seems like when it's open, it'll be the furthest away. When it is closed like this, it will be the closest. So, let's figure out which one we're going to make as our cover one. I think it's going to be this one. And we know it can't be any deeper, any longer than here. It'll make sense. I promise. It's trying to get caught up in the other piece. Okay. So if this is in here, like this, and we go to close it, these will flip open, and this will flip clear over. So it needs to be trimmed off right in here. That's quite a bit. Yep, that's it. And I don't know how much that is. I mean, it's like almost 1 3/4 of an inch that it has to be trimmed. 1 3/4. I hope this is right. If it's wrong, then I'm wrong. So it doesn't leave much space there, does it? Oh, what'd I do with it? That's the scallop and the stub. Who knows what I did with it? Oh, it's right there. Duh. And I'm just rounding them the 1/2 inch. Okay, it's back up there, Angie. So when they're open or closed, they'll all be should all be the same length. But when you open it, they should all be at different lengths. Well, I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but that's what I'm hoping happens. Okay. So we've measured that one. And we've measured this one. See how much further this one comes back. So now we need to get the other two in. First I'm going to put this one in. Going to make sure it's lining up. Okay, and I'm going to flip it over and undo that tape. To get this tape off, all you need to do is use an awl. A pin will work, but the awl's a little nicer because it's fatter. Getting kind of messy with my glue here. That's okay. It won't really hurt anything. Now we don't want to go over that line into the other cut mark. Before that glues all the way down, flip it back over and make sure we're all lined up. Now that we're lined up, we can squish it back down.
You went to the store for some buns.
Okay, I thought you had buns.
I don't know what else. The kids are going to eat.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're on their way.
Oh, okay, great.
I'm leaving the dog.
Yeah, okay. So there we go. Oh, the kids are coming back. They were thinking about going over to the mountain to Sisters. Hi, Debbie. How are you today? Debbie's over the mountain. And, okay. So now this one is going in right there. But I'm always going to measure or try it out to be sure that it fits. So putting that back in there again. Now we are open, but now we need to close it and see what happens to this guy. So I'm going to lift those up. Okay, so you can see, once again, it's popped all the way out. So now we're going to have to cut this one off right there. Oh, we're going to have to cut off the rooster legs. Ooh, sorry, rooster. Put our line on there. See that? And hopefully that's the right spot. Sorry, rooster. Didn't want to cut your legs off, but I got it. It's got to happen, man. Let me use the other one. Since I don't have that line right out to the edge, I can't line it up right on the edge of the... No, really, it doesn't need to be perfect. I tend to try for perfection, but I don't always get it. There we go. We'll save that. That's a good piece. Okay. Put this back down. And we're going to trim the corners 1/2 inch. Really changes it, doesn't it? It changes the whole dynamic of it when you make a foot fold like this. It's really very easy. It's just a matter of getting these lines straight. The tape does help keep it stronger as you're flipping and folding and getting it situated in its forever place. Oh, I'll tell you. Oh, I think of forever place and I think of my mama. She loved her house, and we had sold it to a couple that said it was going to be their forever place. Well, that was not the truth. They did it to flip the house, and you know, had she have really not been so genuinely set that it was her forever home, I really would have thought more seriously about, I would have pushed harder to buy it. So, because it's just situated in such a nice place, you know. And right below my brother, and yeah, would have been really sweet to be there. Okay, flip that over. A little confusing right here. The most important thing is to line these guys up. And, you know, be careful. You don't want to rip this. So sometimes people will go in, this might make it easier for you. Carefully peel that tape off here. It's harder to do. I find it harder to do. I think it's a lot harder to do. They'll peel that tape off like that. Yeah, it's too hard to do this way. Anyway, they'll do it that way and then put this down. But I think it... Well, we'll finish it this way. Because we're still going to put glue on it, on top of this. But I don't like that. It's not right. Okay. And yeah, you can see it comes just to there. I could have went a little longer on it. We'll see as we get it in there. Okay. That is not as tight as I would like it there, so I don't recommend doing it that way with the tape. I don't want to rip it, so we're just going to leave it, but yeah, don't do it that way because it makes it a little bit crooked. And we don't want it crooked. I would prefer it was straight. And our last one. Okay, slip it in there. Just like that. Now we want to flip this whole thing over this way. And yeah, see, I must have had the other one situated wrong. We're going to cut this one off right here. So they'll be at different widths. That's not what I wanted, but yeah, I messed it up. I wasn't careful enough with that other piece when I measured it. But we'll see how it looks. It might look just fine. Might look kind of wacky, out of shape. And if you have a nice dark pencil line there, you might want to take it off because it will show up really, really pretty good with this this ink. And did I ever tell you which one it was? It was Vintage Photo. Now, if you notice a hole or something cracks into there, put washi tape on it and it will be fine. Just make sure you glue the washi tape down. Okay, now comes the moment of truth. Will it or won't it fit properly? Okay. So, this one is way too short. It needed to come out further. What can we do? Do we fix it by removing it? Yeah, see, it's way too short. It needs to come out here a little bit further. Okay, and we messed it up. You gotta fix it. I have to fix it. It'll drive me crazy. Okay, so it's this one. The one thing I could do, see, I just have the tape on it, so it is going to come up. It's going to weaken this piece here, though, quite a bit. Unless I can be pretty darn careful. Gotta show you mistakes and all. I'd rather just shut the camera off and not show you what happened. But you need to know. It's a need to know basis. Okay, there it is. We'll save that for something else. Whew. Okay. So, we know this one's going to go here. Let's get this one figured out. Was it this guy? The rooster guy? Yes. Okay. So, score a 1/2 inch. If you can find your scoring tool, now that you have all this stuff on your table. Score the 1/2 inch. Trim. And trim. There we go. Oh no, this is the same one I already did. Guess we could use them both. I don't want to. It's not the one edge. Not that one. Not that one. Nope. Nope, nope. Maybe I only had one of those. Nope, nope, nope. Not that one. Not that one. Okay. Which one was it? Oh, the chicken that went the other direction. That's which one it is. But maybe I only had one of those. It's the chicken that ran away. I might have had it over there. So we might have to use the goose. The goose that laid a golden egg. I don't want to use the same one. Don't want to use that one because you can't write on the back. There's the goose. Look that. There's that one. That's nice. There's that one, which is not that one. Thought I had another one of those. Aha! There it is. Okay. So, this one. Put that back over here. Score this one. 1/2 inch on this side. This is the one where we cut off his legs. Hold and give it a good press down with your bone folder or scissor backs or whatever works to score it down. Sorry about the mistake there, everybody. But it shows you that if you just use the tape to put it down, you can probably save yourself some heartache. Because if I had just glued it, I really would not have been able to get that off of there. Okay, so this is going to go here. Like this. Going to go right there. And flip that over. And it's going to get removed right here. Can you see that? By flipping it this way and holding it all down, it gets removed over here. Now let's just make sure we have that in the right spot, and we don't. So push it back in there, hold it down. There we go. Just up from that. So it was almost right on, but it was just enough that I wouldn't have been happy with it. It's not that I want perfection, but I want it to look, you know, kind of even. There we go. I didn't have to cut off as much of his feet, but I cut off the wings of the butterfly. Oh my gosh. Dastardly. Okay. Now this time, it should look great. And I think, instead of using tape this time, I am going to maybe use my other glue. Okay. So it's going to go in just like that. Just like that. Oh, this is so much better. Yes, yes, yes. You'll see when it all gets in here. Now, there, there. Oh, where'd it go? Come back here, little one. It's fussy. I admit it, it's a very fussy thing. The thing you need to do is, let's get this out of the way. It does not need to be here right now. Line these up, and then let's go this way. I have another way of doing it that'll work. Okay, hold this down, go just under here and in between this piece and the piece we want to put in. We're going to glue the back anyway. You have a little bit of work time to make sure it's lined up, and there it is. That's the easiest way. There we go. I think what we'll do is put a little piece of washi tape down here when we're done, or we'll put an extra piece of the green paper like this. Okay. Was this the other one? Yes. And cut those two roosters together again. Well, maybe we'll put a rooster on this page. Let's have a look at this. There we go. Much better, isn't it? Okay. So, how are we going to do this one? Now that I'm all crookedy here. Got that tape on there, but I'm going to put just a little glue beside the tape to glue this piece down a little bit. Okay. Just glues it right along there. Oh, it didn't glue it. Well, this is just too fussy. That's what it is. It's just too darn fussy. Just wanting to glue it down a little bit to hold it. This is a pretty small area to be working in, so Oh, it just ripped. Can you believe it? Well, we'll fix it. Okay, there we go. It ripped right there. So that piece needs to be reinforced. So let's flatten it back out like this. And we are going to put some washi tape on that. Right across here. And let's do up here too, because I see it came loose right here. So I'm just going to kind of work them back together. Well, maybe it was a non-crafting day. Maybe you're not supposed to craft when your granddog's here. Oops. I want that to stay glued down. Because it is a removable washi tape, it will try to remove up until the point that it is glued. So I don't like the way that that's holding the washi tape. It's too weak. So I'm going to go back to what I originally thought was use the paper. So let me do that down here. And it'll be okay. It will be okay to do that. Here we go. Let's cut it with this. What is that? About 1/4 of an inch? I believe so. About 3/8 actually. So let's see if that's long enough. It's not. You could use any piece of paper that you want. It could be, you know, a bright red one if you wanted. It's just going to be an extra holder for this piece here. So it could coordinate with it, it could blend into it, whatever you decide would work best for you. I suspected it might do that, so I should have done this first. Things we learn. Yes, yes, yes. Go around our little curvy thing here. Well, that's nice. The kids are going to come back for dinner. Be good to visit with them and the grandkids. Always good to see kids. When they grow up and leave home, it's really, it can be kind of hard sometimes. Okay, now this piece. We are going to put that right there. And then we'll have to trim it when we're done here. First I'll trim it off right here. Okay, let's put this one down. We're almost there. We're on the home stretch for this little piece. I always try to do something that's a little complicated, but that's how you learn to trust yourself, to get through the problems, and then you learn some new ways of doing different things. There we go. So, there we go. Let's bring back our folder. And there we go. So let's glue this guy down. Oh, get back up there. I made it crooked when I cut it. Okay, so now this is one of those areas, if you have the tape, you could put tape all over the back here. That would certainly hold it really well. It is an area where tape first and glue might be better, but we are going to use the Fabri-Tac and glue it on. And then we're going to look at it, see how we did. Now you don't want this to seep up to the front right now. Oh. Don't let it seep to the front, and then she does it. It'll be a little tricky to get it to lay down flat to start with, but once you get everything settled, it will settle down and glue right in, and it'll look really super great. You'll really like it. I know you will. And hopefully I have none upside down. If I do, oopsie. Okay, starting up at the top where you got that little crookedy thing. Now I know this is going to come very close to this edge over here. Okay, so start here and get your bone folder and press that down in there. And open it again. Make sure that crease is up above so you can flip it open. Excellent. There we go. And then when you close this flap, there it goes. So it's like this to write on. And then it closes like this, and this should still close. Yep, it does. Yay! What do you think? Whew. Wipe the sweat off your brow. It is off a little bit right there, but I'm not worried about that. Okay, so I like this because it kind of looks like you're out in the farmland here, and then you're going to the butterfly gardens and off to the green meadow, and there's a chicken. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, well, that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up, and which is a like, and don't forget, be a subscriber, and I will talk to you tomorrow when we go on to part 3. Bye bye for now.